you know what else is cool? The dresses.
Yes.
We're gonna distribute them. This lady is
Hold on, you're selling these?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's competitive shooter. She's an international champion in practical shooting.
Wow.
But she also designs these and makes them by herself. So she made them by hand.
She's Serbian?
Yeah.
Cool.
She flew from Serbia actually to be here to present her brand.
Wow.
We think as a firearm company to support business like this, I think it's natural. Yeah.
That is so cool. Here at SHOT Show with a man that needs no introduction. This is Ronco of Zastava USA. This is the booth I'm most excited about at SHOT Show this year. I am a huge fan of Zastava AKs. I own half a dozen now. The M70s, the M90s, and now something very cool that we'll talk about. It's the absolute best AK you can get for the money right now, hands down. So, sir, thank you for taking time with me right now. This is awesome. It's a big deal for me.
Thank you for coming. Last time you were here, we really appreciate it. We follow your work. Actually, Kalash Bash is the event that we really appreciate. I think it brings a lot of value to the AK community. People sometimes think it's easy to do, but you know very well any organization. You guys organize that event, and I know how much work it takes. That's why we will support it this year and every year in the future.
That means a lot coming from you, so thank you. And the crowd really appreciates your involvement with the event big time.
Thank you.
So we're here, and off camera you just started going, and I had to stop you because you're talking about something really cool. This M85 pistol.
Yeah,
that is
actually it's
sick.
now rifle, right?
It is a rifle. Okay, I see now. Yes.
So pin and weld extension. So this will make it 16-inch barrel, and that will allow us to put a stock. So this is Midwest Industries side folder, great quality stock. We got a Magpul vertical grip and a pistol grip. And what's interesting about this rifle, I was recently at the range, and you know, people sometimes ask, oh, what is that? And then, can I try? And the gentleman who shot it, he was like, something is wrong. And I was like, what's wrong? He said, there's no recoil. So okay, so that's sometimes the extra weight of the receiver comes handy, but also a 5.56 round with this setup, with a vertical grip, with a good support, you will not feel. And when you record the video, you can see that there's no recoil. As you can see here, we have a lady special. So Valentine's Day is coming up, so this will actually be also donated to a lady that supports the gun community. So we made it especially for her, and another 24 karat gold will be donated to our Chicagoan Twista, you know, famous rapper Twista. He's a certified instructor. Also, we want to support his organization that educates youth how to become legal and responsible gun owners. So he's going to be here later on today. As you can see, we're not all about business. You know, we really appreciate when people from all over the country send us email thanking us because we're bringing these rifles here.
I saw this in someone else's video and I had to come take a look at it. So what is so special about this?
So recently, Zastava factory celebrated 170th anniversary. So Zastava factory opened for business in 1853.
Wow.
They originally first started making, they were casting cannons and church bells. So that was the first production of Zastava. And then after World War II, in 60s and 70s, they started design and then production of legendary now M70. And the reason why we display it again, everybody knows ZPEP M70. It's a very well-known rifle, but from today on, every single ZPEP M70 that leaves the warehouse will have a bayonet lug. So that's something that a lot of Zastava fans been asking us for years now. As you know, the import laws are different. You cannot have a bayonet lug, but then we resubmitted a sample to ATF, and then we machined the lug here in the States during our 922-hour compliance process. So it requires some machining and some work, but we want to add a value to ZPEP, and I think shooters will appreciate that.
I know everyone appreciated. They asked for chrome line barrels. You gave it to them, and now the bayonet look is here. That's so cool. That's cool that you listen and then you make it happen. I know it's not an easy change.
No,
so
no,
that's
it's
really
not.
Cool.
It looks easy, but it's not. Last year we announced ZPAP M70 UF Underfolder.
With a bayonet.
Yeah. So that one comes standard with the bayonet. We overnight this bayonet from our warehouse because we forgot it, and last night, so it made it. What's different about this Underfolder than maybe previously imported from like maybe 10 years ago? This one has a side rail. And this was actually a requirement from Yugoslav military, former Yugoslav military. They wanted to be able to install the optics on the Underfolder. As you know, once you fold the stock, it's an issue, to have a rail, but this one is raised, which creates another issue: scope mount. If you put a regular scope mount, it's going to be too high.
I know people have already been asking about that. In a
few weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks, we will release a scope mount for our Underfolders. It's going to be proudly made in the United States, great quality. We have a local vendor, and we designed it that way so you can remove the dust cover without removing the scope mount.
Wow. So Rodrigo, if you're watching, I know you just bought one of these. We were wondering how we were going to put an optic on it, but that was going to be a question. So, a fully featured Underfolder, true import. I never thought I would see the day.
All right, then M77 DMR package. As you can see, we machined the stock to allow installation on a cheek riser. It will come with a flash hider, scope mount, and optics. We are still working with a few vendors about the choice for the optics. We want to make something that looks like, resembles Zrak optics, the original optics that was installed on the M76 rifles back in the
The Zraks? I know I'm not saying that right.
Zrak.
Zrak, got it.
Yeah.
I saw that in a 9-hole video.
Yeah. Zrak, which means in Serbian or Serbo-Croatian back then, air.
Got it. So my personal M77, I've scored the farthest shot I've ever made with a Kalashnikov variant. 800 yards with a fixed 5-power optic, hit after hit at 800, once I figured out the dope. It's my most favorite gun that I bought last year, my M77, so much in fact that a family member bought one after shooting mine. It is the coolest thing. If Zastava were to go away tomorrow and I didn't have one of these, I would dread it, and I would regret it the rest of my life. It's just the coolest thing.
We're going to release this in coming months. We hope before summer actually to release this DMR package. Awesome. So that way shooters are going to have another Zastava choice. We already have M91 chamber in 762 by 54R. This is going to be priced much less than M91.
You guys are kind of doing your own battlefield pickup, kind of a surplus look, which is so cool.
We found a partner here in the States that does a really good job. We even put some random initials, some trench art, and people love it. So we're gonna keep it for now in this configuration. Then we also offer different handguards on our website. So if people don't like this, they can always buy a Serbian red or a walnut and replace.
So who's VK?
It's random.
It's random?
Yeah, it's random, and sometimes you'll find a date. Yeah. It's usually 90s. Yeah. We stay away from the names, because this AK was used by all sides in the Yugoslav wars.
It's true.
So they all use the same exact brand. And then if you start putting names, it will create the confusion.
In fact, you explained last year, I had 2 pieces of wood clearly that came from both sides. One has a gentleman's name that's most likely Muslim, and I believe the other name was most likely a Yugoslav name, but they're on the same gun, which is interesting, from two different sides. It's very interesting.
Hopefully it's not the same rifle that was taken over by one guy. Let's hope it's not a case.
I bought them together at the same time, so I don't know. But yeah, it's the history. It's just the wondering, regardless of how you feel about it, just wondering where the rifle's been, and that it's just got a little history on it. So I love surplus wood, and this is such a cool thing.
This is Zastava M72 RPK. Zastava M70 rifle already has a RPK receiver and a Boltronion.
Right.
So M72 starts here with a heavier barrel, cooling fins, bipod, and again, like a battle-worn look on the furniture will bring back to life legendary M72. It was a standard issue RPK in the Yugoslav People's Army, and they mass-produced these. Some of the surplus made it to the United States. It's par kits, but now we're gonna have a brand new production. It's gonna come with a side rail, and it's gonna be released this year. Hopefully, we can bring it to the country this year, and we think it's gonna be a huge hit.
Yes, this is one of the most exciting things at the show today. Is it hard keeping things like this a secret? 'Cause I had no idea this was coming, and I'd like to think I keep my ear to the ground.
Yeah, we actually we kept it secret so much that some of our employees were surprised when we were unpacking here. Oh, really? We have that?
Wow.
Yeah, we submitted that to ATF first for approval. We got approval, and then now we just have to make sure all the export permits from Serbia, production is lined up, and then we're gonna bring it in. Whoever served in the former Yugoslav military, they know the name Drnč. So it was a gun oil that every soldier had to have in order to not to have a problem with the officers if the rifle is not clean. And since then the formula was upgraded. Now it's a 3-in-1 product, similar to CLP. What's good to know about this factory uses is during the production, and every Z-PAP that we have in the country already has a Drnč on it.
Got it.
And we suggest to continue using it. We also use it during night into our compliance process. We know it works, and it comes in a premium package that's really easy to use. And you can use it on a bicycle, on tooling, on everything. And I would like to actually give you one as a gift.
Oh, wow.
Give me a handbag. Since you have more than one Zastava firearm, then I'll give you two to make sure you use it.
Dang, I'll be here first.
All right, here we go.
Well, thank you. Ranko, thank you. Your hospitality is unmatched. Thank you. And thank you for showing us all this cool stuff. Thank you for bringing all this cool stuff to the country. And for a selfish reason, thank you for supporting our event. It's greatly appreciated. And man, I just can't say enough about your company and these Serbian guns are just so good.
All right, we should bring you to Serbia so you can meet a lot of Serbian people. You'll see people are even better than guns. All right, so we can have a few drinks in Serbia. Gun shows in Serbia are totally different experience. Okay. You know, so it's like more like a bar.
I've seen the videos with James Reeves. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time.